Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and once again, we have a Frauditor wannabe who really doesn't understand what the words private property mean. First and foremost, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it. This one's funny.
Now you're dealing with me? What is this about? Yeah, it is. Why are you on my property? I wonder what he's doing. Let's see what's going on. Hi. I don't know, you tell me. What's going on? Then can you move along, please? No, can you please move along? This is private property. I live here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm a tenant that gives me landlord capabilities. Could you please exit my driveway? Then bring out a sergeant right now. Bring out a sergeant right now.
So let's get this out of the way right away. He rents an apartment at this apartment complex, and he thinks that that gives him the right to tell the police that it's his property and they need to leave in the driveway of an apartment complex that is more than likely owned by a real estate company, which I'm sure gives permission for the police to be there.
Check this out, guys. I got some crazy ass people now thinking. Try to get some badge numbers and shit. What is this about? Get your sergeant out here, man. You're on my property. Sirs, I need your names and badge numbers. I'm gonna have to report this. Nah, man, they on my driveway. I live here. I don't need no police around here. Listen to your sergeant. Your sergeant's going to tell you you can't stand here. You could go on the road over there, but you can't stand here. Go tell my girlfriend to call Miss Carla. They're doing it again.
Call Miss Carla?
Yeah, tell Barbie to come out here, call Miss Carla. They're on my property. They have no reason to be here. They need to leave. They could go on the road where it's public, but this is my driveway. I live here. People live here. You don't have a right to be here. You need to go onto the road, sir. You need to go onto the road, sir. Go live, brother. Go live, bro. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have no reason to be here.
Everybody go live.
Wonder what that is about. Yeah. I need your name and badge numbers, please.
No, I'm live now.
All right. Post it on my link. Post it. Tell Barbie to get on my Facebook, get on my YouTube. Call Carla. No reason to be here. Yep, they're just sitting in my driveway right here. In the driveway, blocking people.
What's really hysterical is that their front window tint is actually considered illegal by federal law.
No shit.
I can't even see through that.
No shit. All right.
So I'm not going to post it just because I'm just not. If you want to see it, it's there. But this guy's channel is such a dumpster fire. I don't even know where to begin. But his entire lease is posted on his channel. I'm not kidding you. The entirety of his lease is on his channel. Because it seems like they're running some kind of scam where they're trying to get this apartment complex to reimburse them for tests that they've run on this HVAC system that they have in their apartment. It seems like a lot of bullshit. I don't know. But check this out.
I allow you to enter my domain freely. Please, enter. Turn lights on, let them see. Let them see. I have nothing to hide.
Okay, you're good.
My assistant Sandra was in the kennel.
You're good. Trent, I'm not out here for that, man. You're good.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not out here for that.
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you guys lived here?
3 years.
3 years? Okay.
And I've been in the hospital for 3 years. From sicknesses of losing all of my blood, but it didn't go anywhere.
So then it's not piddling in the house.
Lipase levels above 79, but my pancreas was fine. I have a lot of...
Yeah, you're excited. I just don't want you to be in the house.
Oh, boy. Come
There you go. It's okay. You can smell me in a minute.
Oh, ladies, thank you for responding. I appreciate it. Would you pull him?
Go ahead, buddy. It's okay.
He's his new friends.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'm going to take some notes. It sounds like you got a lot going on, okay?
Yeah, I got as much as I possibly could out on the internet. I do have more information and more photos and stuff. But what I put on the internet was a scream for help. As you can see in the internet, I've contacted financial aid, as the mayor knows, the fire marshal Jason Wilkes knows, Sally Smith knows, the people that I know, the people that I've been working with, trying to assist you. Whenever y'all needed help, I was there. I need help. This apartment is made me so sick that I'm starting to become stupid. Emotional. After you get off the phone with Carla, call the non-emergency police department and explain to them that I need to send a sergeant out here so that these people can understand that you could be on public property, but you can't be on private property. And since you don't want to give your names and badge numbers, which is the policy, you're also going to be reprimanded. What's your badge number? They refuse to identify themselves. At this point, I don't believe them to be police officers because they have not identified themselves as police officers. Who are you and what are you doing on my property? Who are you and what are you doing on my property? Put it in the drive and go on the road. I don't give a damn if you're on the road. Get off the property. They refuse to identify themselves, and they told me they have no reason to be here. All right. So check this out, fellers. I ain't gotta leave my porch for this shit, do I? I ain't even gotta leave my front porch. Where are you doing on my property? Identify yourselves in the vehicle.
So this guy definitely has some kind of mental deficit. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but it is very obvious, especially if you watch more videos on his channel. It is absolutely present. And here's the thing is this kind of person is particularly vulnerable to falling into this frauditor way of thinking because they need the government to be tyrants. They need the police to be tyrants. They need there to be injustice in everything that happens. And it's because they don't want to hold themselves accountable for their own behavior. Once they fall into the criminal justice system, they tend to stay there. And it's because they don't want to hold themselves accountable because it's not them. It's that they're being oppressed by tyrants. It's the typical mentality is somebody who follows frauditors. They don't want to be held accountable, so it has to be tyranny. And this is no exception.
This is a private driveway.
Blocking the driveway, he's refusing to identify himself.
It's my house right here, man. It's my driveway right here.
Because he's on private property.
They do not have permission.
Okay. But he's trying to figure out who it is.
Yeah, they're not identifying themselves as police officers. This doesn't look like a normal police vehicle. They refuse to get off private property. They didn't tell me. I asked them what's going on. They said there's nothing going on.
Sorry.
If there's nothing
Going on.
If there's nothing going on and your lights are not on, bye-bye. Bye now. Yeah, they're sending. No, you can't leave you can't leave now. You can't leave now. The police are on the way. Police on the way now. You can't leave now.
Wow. And nearly just hit me too.
What you doing on our property? We've contacted the landlord. The landlord does not agree with you being here. She lives.
This guy needs to make up his mind. He tells him to go, then he tells him to come back, and then he's going to tell him to go again. Pick a side. Ultimately, he doesn't have the authority to do any of it, but he's going to find out real soon.
She lives in Truman. If she has to come here and trespass y'all, you're going to be in some serious shit.
They're lucky I don't have my board, because if they would have hit me, that's assault by a police officer or supposed police officer. My board would have went through their windshield.
Are you okay with them on your property? Nah. No, not at all. I'm not going to put you on here. I almost panned over. Sorry.
Where's Gizzy, by the way? She inside?
Look at this.
Okay.
What, you think leave it and coming back's going to give you permission to be here? Are you going to identify yourselves yet?
Here, Trent, I'm going to go and grab us a cigarette. Do you mind holding my phone and touch right?
That's fine.
Thank you, sir. I am live, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
You can put your link in later.
Yeah. Come on, man. Get them off the property. There's no reason for them to be here. They told me they have no reason to be here. Please tell them to leave. Yes, or at least go on the proper place where it's the public area. That's all we're asking.
You're going to jail for disorderly conduct.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going what? Oh, shit. Really? Yo, dog.
And that is how you get arrested for disorderly conduct. What did he think was going to happen when he's going to run around screaming that he's the property owner, pretending like he can trespass these police when they're there for a legitimate reason? They don't have to identify to him. They are there for him. He wanted to throw a fit. And this is what it cost him. He got tossed in jail for it. I hope it was worth it. But again, this is the kind of entitlement that people think they have from watching Frauditor videos. They believe the lies, and then crap like this happens. I do find it funny. He said he called Carla, because I watched on one of his other videos. Carla is the office manager. She's definitely not the property owner. And he also tossed Carla under the bus, saying how bad of a landlord she was. So I wonder if she knows that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will catch you on the next one.